Hello, and welcome back as we learn more about the ancient Egyptian alphabet. Today, we are going to be covering the hill hieroglyph to the ring stand, which is Q to G. Okay, so another 3 letters. We're almost through. We're getting close to the end. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting close to the end of the alphabet. Shocking. If you like this video and you want to help out, please hit that subscribe button. Really important to us. Every subscription matters. Thank you. So, the first letter we're going to talk about is the Qoph, or Q. And it's shaped like the cross-section of a hill. To draw this letter, you start with a right angle. Then, draw the slope of the hill. The slope should be round on top and progress downward into a 45-degree angle. We transliterate the hill hieroglyph as the letter Q. Now, in European Egyptological literature, you'll see it sometimes represented as a K with a dot underneath it. So if you see a K with a dot underneath it, it just means the Q or Qoph. Same thing. It's just a different way of transliterating it. It has the pronunciation of an emphatic Q that is a little bit throaty, like the Hebrew Qoph. So ko, ko, ko. And it sounds a little bit like the round H, but with more k involved. So that's the Qoph. The next letter that we'll be discussing is the K, which is a basket with a handle. Now, to draw this letter, draw a flat semicircle with a handle. And the transliteration for this is, as expected, the letter K. And the K has a K or C sound, kind of like clap, or clink, or that sort of k, keep, kept, that sort of sound. Now, this letter is a little idiosyncratic if you read a lot of Egyptian literature. I mean, scholarly literature that's published about Egyptian. Sometimes you're going to see the K basket written backwards in hieroglyphs. And you're going to wonder the faces are turned one way. Why is the K backwards? Why is the basket backwards? And that's because it's a scholarly convention. This is a scholarly convention where the scholars have taken a text written in hieratic, and that's remember that Egyptian handwriting I told you about? Converted it into hieroglyphs to make it easier for you to read. But just to let you know that it was originally handwriting, not printed, scholars turn the basket the other way. So you know it's originally hieratic, not hieroglyphic. It's just a fine point, but you'll see that sometimes and you'll wonder, why is that way? That's the reason. But it is still pronounced as a K, a simple K as in keep. The final letter today is going to be the G, or what's called the ring stand. Now, most of us are not very familiar with ring stands. And that's because we don't really deal with clay amphora. Have you ever seen shipwrecks with clay amphora, and you ever noticed that they're all these amphora are pots that are pointed on the bottom? And you wonder, how do these stand these things up? It's flat, it's pointed on the bottom. You can't raise an amphora up. And that's because amphora were meant to be laid in storage on their side. But what if you wanted to stand up an amphora? What would you do with this? Well, in ancient times, what they did was they created this stand that's basically a wire ring made out of metal, a metal ring with 3 feet on it. And this stand fitted the bottom of the amphora. So you just plug the amphora into the ring stand, and this would allow the amphora to stand up. And this is the ring stand that's being shown by the letter G. Now, to draw the ring stand, what you do is you draw a flat top with a base, and you put a little triangle in there. And this letter is transliterated as the letter G, as in G, guy, girl. It's a hard G. So that rounds off the next 3 letters. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching. And again, if you want to help this channel, please hit that subscribe button.